yellowtail fishery has been closed for the first time ever. Was thinking that it should be really good.
It was a dog day, man. It was super hot, super slick, and no movement at all.
You know, we called an audible, and we just went cruising offshore.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
Chasing butterflies, buddy? I thought we were going to catch some yellowtails.
Well, hopefully they're big enough that we need the net to land them, man.
Well, we are in Key West.
You try to lift them over the
This might not be big enough.
I know, I hear you, dude.
Sweet.
Hopefully we find some big yellowtail to scoop up with that thing. I got a little bit of tackle here.
That is beautiful.
Let me go ahead and hand you this, and we'll be ready to rock.
All right. Put it back here with the brine in it for all those fat yellowtails.
For the reef fish.
Back in Key West, baby. I'll tell you, there was a bonus boat livery today.
Was there? You did a good job.
50 miles of coastline, you're going to find a pilchard somewhere.
I got you.
We're fat. Find me a winner spot.
Do you need anything, buddy? We're good?
We've got chum and a chum bag.
We got chum, ice, and hooks.
I got the rods and reels.
That's all we need, dude.
Got a big fat yellowfin 36 take us away. I'm ready when you are, man.
Get that one line there. What is that all
You
about?
got it.
Turn the air conditioner on, buddy. It's been the warmest November I've been around in a long time.
All right. I give you
Give me the helm. My turn?
Your turn.
You did. Hey, it's going to be hard, man. You done put us on the fish in Hawks Cay.
All right.
See if we can do something here.
I'm ready.
I've heard some condition reports, and the watercolor's not the best for the pelagics.
Yeah.
But it should be good for the reef fishing.
It's never a trip to the Keys without doing some yellowtail fishing on the reef.
Not for me and you.
You know, it's something that we've done 1,000 times. And so, I mean, it's really fun for somebody who hasn't done it all the time, but for you and me, it's very routine. But we know what we need, you know. So, you know, leaving the dock is very simple. You know, it's chum bag, it's anchor ball, it's grapple anchor, it's, you know, sandball mix.
50 pounds of chum, sand.
All the chum you can hold.
Hooks.
Yeah, a lot of ice, some red meat for cut bait.
Hey, Scott, I got a little report of some bait in here this morning. I saw a bird sitting on the water, so let's just check it real quick and see if we can't pop off those wells with a little more bait, all right?
More chum, the better. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting pilchards. We just moved the boat from the Middle Keys to Key West for the next few days, try to get a little more variety. Steve lives on some of the greatest yellowtail and bottom fishing in the whole country. And we're just trying to get a little more small baits for chum to go with the big baits we have for the hooks before we head on out and anchor down and start building a chum line. And once we get that chum line established, the small fishermen come first, then the big yellowtails, and then the sharks, wahoos, sailfish. So by the end of the day, we're going to have quite a story to tell. Yeah, Steve, in Marathon, Steve actually lets me drive the boat. He hates that. Now we're back in Key West, and he's in charge. But no one's better to be in charge than Steve when you're in Key West. Nobody can beat him, period. So with my knowledge of Marathon, his knowledge of the lower Keys, you know, the fish are in big trouble, especially this week.
Hey, Scotty, start it up and let's just start idling out.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We don't see nothing, we'll move on.
Sun's getting higher.
Big old block of chum, huh?
We're not in Marathon anymore.
You gotta bring the big stuff. Heavy equipment. Hey, you did Marathon proud, dude. right here under my chart options. Go to orientation and got it on heading up, and I like north up. Click north up. And now we're good to go. We got some fish marking right here. That's definitely a good sign. Right off that roll off the edge of the reef, and you mark those fish, and then you want to try to set up on them. Dragging the chum block around, just kind of wake everybody up. Sometimes when you don't have much current, it's good to kind of spread that chum around a little bit. All right, Scott, I'm cool if you're cool right there, buddy.
I'm cool.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
I was excited to get out there. You know, yellowtail fishery has been closed for the first time ever. It closed November 1st, so it's been a few weeks that it's been shut down. I was thinking that it should be really good. We got out there, and there was zero current. I mean, literally straight down. You know.
Yeah, it was a dog day, man. It was super hot, super slick, and no movement at all. No wind or tide.
No. It was pretty miserable. And
that was pretty much stacked against us.
Yeah. And what's very important with fishing on the reef is you need tide. You need current. You need something to push that chum away from the boat so the fish can find it and then come to you, whereas this stuff was literally just going straight
500
down.
pounds of chum, but no current is still going to go straight down and make a little hump.
Yeah, not going to do it. So
we were attracting nothing.
My patience wore thin. I sat there as long as I could, just hoping that something would develop, and never really did. So, you know, we called an audible, and we just went cruising offshore. I figured maybe we can find something or anything, something different, because we knew the reef fishing wasn't going to work out.
I double checked my calendar, Steve.
Yeah?
It still says November, not August.
It sure does feel like August, doesn't it?
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Simrad. Go with confidence. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Key West, close to perfect, far from normal. Shimano. And by Costa, Tailwalker Charters. And Under Armour.
I'm the lost member.
I had reports from a couple buddies out there that they had seen some tunas crashing. One of my buddies had just come on a school of them, and we went over there and hooked up with him, got in that area, and sure enough.
Yeah, it was Tony.
Yeah, my buddy Tony, man.
Tony,
yeah.
saved the day, buddy.
Yeah, and he said, you know, there was a bunch of tunas right here, and we just took over his drift. He was heading home. He was on a half day, and what worked out perfect is he had some small bait, and we had a lot of real big baits, big beautiful baits, and we gave him some of the big baits, and we took some of the little pirate exchange out there.
Thank you very much.
Have fun. Good to see you.
So we're just going to change it up here. You got to be prepared for anything. We tried to fish on the reef and there was no current. So now we're going to put the anchor up, put this chum away, and flip Bonita. And we're going to do a little drifting, see if we can't get some tunas, maybe a sailfish, kingfish, something like that. Save this chum for another day. That 20-pound right there?
Yep.
All right.
Set these out of our way. Ready to kill. Big old baits. Slow bite. Get sailfish.
Probably is. I seen
Come on.
tunas way out there busting.
All right, it's a super slow bite.
£20, remember.
You're play.
Oh, sailfish on mine too.
It's little baby 5-pounders, little 5-pounders. Awesome, dude. Look at your fish. He's not even 5 pounds. A double header, baby. Oh, he spit me out.
Look at that thing. Look how cool that
This
is.
is the only place you can catch these little babies. Florida Keys. Oh, there's more there.
Yeah, there might get another bait. Probably swimming with it. Yeah, there's one right there. There's another one right there.
Trying to eat.
He's swimming with me. If you
He's
don't,
looking at my dead bait.
there's two more. There's two more. In fact, you bring me another rod, I'll put this in the holder.
I'll bring 2 baits up.
Ooh, there's a bunch of them. They're tailing, Scotty.
All right, coming. Am I over you?
No, you good.
Green old water, no current. And look at that.
Baby sails.
New pack of sails coming into the Keys. I just got bit.
Sweet.
I'm gonna let him. All right, yep.
You over? You're under, right?
I'm under you. I'm walking back that way now.
I did see a silky shark.
Yeah,
Oh,
little
there
baby
he is.
sail. Look at the size of that one. Oh my goodness.
Super light drag. Super light.
Oh my goodness.
20 pounds. Looks like a houndfish.
I know. Houndfish with beaks. Try to get one more on here. Get one long cast. Actually, mine's on the good stuff. 30-pound circle hook.
Oh, really?
Like rope. I do want to make one more cast. I'm gonna set this.
Oh, there's another fish. I saw multiple
I
fish.
just want to.
I'm to the left of you. I'm gonna come start working that way.
Yep. Now we gotta come together. I need your tip. All right. We're good. Nice. Little baby sails.
He leaves, and it's just the way it works, and it's so funny that
It is.
it's always like that. But he would have loved nothing more than to see a sailfish or catch sailfish that day. Had his clients asking about sailfish. He pulls out our first lines in the water. We're tripled up on sailfish.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. And
How many times does
he
that
was still
happen
on the
to you?
horizon too.
Yeah, no, I called him and told him. But anyhow, they were awesome sailfish. You know, and when I say awesome, my meaning is it's a rarity that we get to catch those babies. You know, it's
Yeah, many a time I catch a 3-foot houndfish and I double check real before I say it's a trash fish. That's not a small sail. You're not going to catch those fish anywhere else except in the Florida Keys, especially in November in Key West when the first trickle of them seem to be coming back out of the Gulf Stream after hatching. And they grow fast. They have no weight to them. When I grabbed them, I mean, to say he was 7 pounds, it's more like just the length. He was 24 inches long. That's what he was.
and another really important thing, you got to be real careful with those little sailfish because those bills are so thin they'll break just like a little pencil. You know, so
They don't grow back.
no. And then his whole life. And now, is that fish doomed? No, because I've caught many a sailfish with no bill.
Right.
But you got to be real careful. Make sure you grab, if you guys are out there and you catch a sailfish, you make sure you grab him down there at the base where you got something so you don't pop his bill off.
Yeah, until they're more mature, they're very fragile.
It's a mini me. It's all it is, and that's what's cool about it. It's a little mini fish, you know.
I got a little greedy trying to get a second and third one on, and I ended up getting nothing. But
You hooked him. You know, we jumped him.
I know, that's gotta
No.
focus on one,
Yeah.
wait for
No,
two.
no.
Focus
Two,
on one,
two.
wait for two.
How about two? Two's good. We don't need 3.
He's all tuckered out.
All right, bring him here.
That's the one my 5-year-old needs to catch right there.
Oh, I did it Thanksgiving like 10 years ago.
Did you have a little kid catch a
4
little baby?
kids and 4 of them on at one time. Oh, he wants to jump. That 20 pounds tough.
Well, I got the drag so light.
Got his spots are already there. He's ready to grow.
What's that, about a 10-pounder or what? Ain't much.
This guy's remoras on him already. You ready?
Yeah, man. Let him go. That
All
was
right.
awesome.
One more time. Go find your buddies.
You know, one of the last things I do when I get off the water for the day is try to do whatever I can to take care of these outboard motors, because, you know, ultimately the more you take care of your motors, the longer they're going to last and the more trouble-free boating you're going to have. Mercury Marine has made it very simple with their flushing system. And you want to flush these outboards out every day. You know, it's not rocket science. You take care of your motor, it's going to take care of you. You know, I'm getting ready to go hunting, so I'm going to flush all 3 of these motors out, and that way when I get back, everything will be ready to go. What you're going to do is you're going to come over to the flushing port, turn the plug counterclockwise, and then extend the hose out. Take the cap off of that. Screw in your garden hose. Once you get your garden hose attached, what you want to do is turn the water pressure on to about half throttle. What that's going to do is run through the motor, and you want to let it run for 10 or 15 minutes. That's going to remove all the salt deposit and debris from the cooling system. Once you've done that, go ahead and remove the garden hose. Cap back on. Pop it back in there. Secure the cap. That one's done. I got 2 more to go. Again, take care of your motor and they'll take care of you.
Not on the birds, but on the way to the birds. We had a plan. We were going to go to the submarine, which is always a great place to end your day. And we had plenty of baits to unload. We didn't get anywhere near the submarine. The ocean gave us a clue. All of a sudden, we're running, we're actually relaxing, listening to stereo, and there's some foamy water there. There's some birds there. And as we approached, it was blackfins for acres. We were on acres of tunas that were just coming into Key West to enjoy the fall.
Oh, good bite.
They're blackfins.
Yeah, mine came off.
Oh!
Oh, that was close right there, buddy. Tangled up a little bit.
Just like that, they're moving on.
That's kind of why you always got to be ready with some lures tied on, Scott. You're running along and you see some birds, and lo and behold, a bunch of tuna fish blowing up on bait. Threw a lure in there and got bit.
Eat a little fry, switched them to a little metal, had a couple good pops on my plug.
Yeah, if you want to stick with that.
I'll go right there. I had a really nice boil on there.
All right.
That's dinner for 2.
Look at them still blowing up right there.
I love the little blackfins. They're long pec fins. Never give up. The ones we're seeing airing out are much smaller than the one you got in the little medium here. Slide on down, I'll grab them for you.
When I throw that lure, as soon as it hits the water, it gets bit before I even do anything with it. and then I move it. I mean, usually the first one comes off, and then as soon as I start popping it, I get back on it.
Where's the hooks? I don't even see them.
I got a hook puller. You want that?
You want to let him go? You want to keep him?
He's bleeding. Probably should just.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, we'll keep him. All right. We'll let some more go. One that ain't bleeding. A whole bunch more right out ahead of us there. I'll take you to him, buddy.
Do it.
Chasing tuna fish.
While you're finishing up, I'm gonna start bagging the fish.
Awesome, brother. I would love just a little bit of mutton there and a little piece of scamp to take home.
You got it.
All that yellowtail you can give to all your neighbors and crew or what have you.
The line is long. I don't know if these are gonna get frozen or not, so I'm not gonna overfill. I'm gonna dunk them completely underwater. Pressure's gonna close it. Perfectly vacuum packed fish for the fridge.
Hey, you want to see more of Into the Blue? Well, you can. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even come on over to our YouTube channel for full-length shows. We have some amazing pictures, how-to videos, ask some questions, send over some pictures, or just enjoy ours. See you there.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, has been brought to you in part by Yeti, built for the wild. Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. Hawks Cay Resort, the only key you'll need. And by Frable, Spear One Charters, and Ameritrail.
You see it every year. And it's funny because they're not the big ones, but they're so cooperative. You know, they'll bite anything. If you got a bass lure you throw it in there, they're going to hit it. If you got a worm, they're going to hit it. If you got when you have fish in a frenzy like that, busting on top, feeding, I think their eyes are shut and their mouths are open. You know what I mean? And they're going to eat whatever's moving through the water. And that's the situation we found. I mean, I was throwing in that Shimano Cold Snipe lure. As soon as it hit the water, it was getting bit. You were throwing the top water plug. As soon as it hit the water, it get bit. You know, we had great distance on those rods, great casting ability. We would sneak in. I'd shut the motors down. We'd see which way they were working. They would be working towards us. Man, we'd throw the lure.
Catch 1 or 2 each, then reset up again. Yeah. And we did it for a couple hours, and we could have done it for
it was awesome. And you know, again, they weren't monsters, but they were great pullers, great fighters, and the bite is what it's all about to me. You know, getting that bite is more important than catching a fish. Like everybody's like, hey, man, you should go up north and catch one of those 1,000-pound tuna. Listen, I don't want anything to do with catching a 1,000-pound tuna. I'll go on the boat and I'll hook him, and then I'll say, you catch a 1,000-pound tuna. Or, you know, I want to me.
I'll just hand feed him.
Yeah, it's not about the bite. I know, and I hope nobody gets offended by that, but to me, it's the bite. It's, however that bite comes, however that happens, because that's what's different every time. And I've been doing this for 30 years. You've been doing it for 30 years. The bite is what drives us every day to get out of bed and get out there. And that bite in those little tunas on the surface with anything you throw at them, it doesn't get any better than that.
And apparently the conditions for the yellowtail were not happening, but they're definitely happening for the tunas. It's not often you can just roll up and throw lures at them. Normally you got to get up at 6 in the morning and throw the net.
Yep. I'm ready to chuck it into them again.
All right. Let me get rid of this one. We'll pull back up. There's a big old school right there.
I'm ready.
I mean, they're not monsters, but boy, they're fun to pull on, especially on the light tackle.
I'm just digging the bite.
Well, I think you had 4 bites. It's not bad when you make 1 cast and get 4 bites. Well, that was a little tricky. Hold on to that.
All right. There's acres of these little blackfins here right now. We'll take him.
Snatch that out of there if you can. That one's going to go home too, Scott.
Let me go open that box for you. Well, at least we know there's a whole new generation of blackfins on the way.